Hello, everyone. You're listening to the Friends in the Wild podcast. Here we are, Laura, Grace, and Mally, better than ever, back for another week.
Back for another week. Hey guys, welcome to February.
Welcome to February.
Crazy that it's already here, but 'tis the season of love.
So I typically think that January lasts 1,017 years, and February goes by super fast. Do you typically agree with that?
I typically do, but this year has proven to be different.
Yeah, I think January actually went by pretty quickly.
I agree. No, I genuinely agree. I can't believe it's already February.
I know.
But here we are.
Nothing we can do about it.
For some reason, we can't slow time. Just figuring this out.
Oh, that reminds me. I have had two very strange experiences, like weird coincidences happen in my life. Would you like to hear about them really quickly?
No.
Well, I'm going to tell you anyway. So one of them is I saw a quote on TikTok, and we know how I love quotes. This is basically a quotes podcast where I just share my favorite quotes. Okay? Everyone knows that. Well, I saw one on TikTok that I added to my favorite quotes list in my brain. I should have one in real life, but I don't. It's only in my brain.
No, you shouldn't.
And I didn't know this, but I sent that TikTok to Ryan Morgan. Okay?
Okay.
And then I forgot that I sent it to him, which was a dire mistake. Then a couple hours later, I'm on the phone with him, and I'm saying, like, I don't know, I was like in my feels, I guess, or something. And I was like, oh, it was Anna's birthday. Happy birthday, Anna. If you're listening, she's 9 years old now. It was Anna's birthday. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's so big. And I was like looking at her and my Snapchat memories from her prior birthdays. And I was like, wow, I'm so like feeling so nostalgic right now. Speaking of nostalgia, I saw this quote. I said I was reading about nostalgia and I saw this quote on the internet. And then I started saying the quote and he's like, you literally sent me that TikTok.
You were busted.
So I'm wishing TikTok was banned currently.
Are you feeling embarrassed and ashamed?
He was making so much fun of me because I was being so serious. And I was like, yeah, I was reading about nostalgia and I saw this really cute quote about it. Anyway, the gist of it is like, we're so lucky to be able to have like such a beautiful life that we long for our own memories, that we like yearn for like previous parts of our life. And I just think that's a really good way to put that, because sometimes, like, I'm only 23, I haven't been around that long, but sometimes nostalgia is like debilitating. So that was my first. Oh, sorry, I didn't even get to the coincidence part.
Thanks so much for listening to this podcast. I know you're already gone.
Okay, so that quote, exactly. I was listening to the Toast podcast, and Claudia said the exact same quote and said that she like loved that quote and had seen it on TikTok. She was honest about it though. So that was my first big coincidence. My second big coincidence is going to go by very much quicker. I don't know.
Just roll with it.
Anyway, so I've been interviewing for jobs, and I interviewed at this place and was looking at the website, and they had this case on there, like that they had like an article about a certain part of area of the law, and they had like a case cited. And I was talking to my dad about this particular area of law that they practice, and he was like, oh, one time I did a case, me and your Uncle Lewis did it together, whatever, it went to this court and this is the name of it, whatever. It was the same exact case. So they had cited a case that my dad had done, which was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was like a pretty big coincidence.
That is. And something about me is I would have used that as a sign. I'd been like, and this is a sign I need to be there.
I was very, very tempted, but I didn't go with that job, so sorry.
Not that big of a coincidence.
That's kind of crazy though that it was my dad.
Very odd.
Yeah. Anyway,
your dad's like low-key iconic, I guess.
He lost that case, but anyway.
Oh, well, never mind. You should have left that out. You're like, and this is what the lawyer did wrong.
Yeah. This is what not to do when trying this kind of case. No, so anyway, those are my coincidences, and I'm not going to talk for the rest of the episode, so.
Well, thank you for sharing. I feel like we're at a therapy session right now. But anyways, guys, welcome back to this week's episode. Welcome to February. We're going to be celebrating the season of love with a rendition of one of our favorite episodes that we did last year, Sometimes Cupid Misses, where we just discuss couples, whether they be fictional or real, and whether we agree or if the scriptwriters got it completely wrong. So I'm really excited to jump into that. Really, not many life updates for me at the moment, ATM, except and we both have done this. We have actually been running and kind of preparing ourselves for this half marathon that we still haven't scheduled, but I mean, as long as we're physically in shape, we could just sign up the next day.
Totally. That's how it works.
Totally. But today, I ran for a distance I didn't think I could because I'm so out of shape. And I was really proud of myself. And I'm like trying to, although last night at work, I literally ate like a 12-year-old boy. It was awful. But I really am trying to eat a little bit healthier. I think I said this last week, like trying to eat eggs in the morning and just find a little bit healthier sides because I am a sucker for fries. I love them. But I really do want to make some changes in my life. So we're on the right track. So if you all have decided that you're going to train for the half marathon with us, you haven't let us know. But
People have been letting us know a little bit more than usual, though.
Yeah, we need to give a shout out.
We do.
Shout out corner. I'm going to shout out my future sister-in-law, Kinsey. She's been commenting on all of our episodes, and that's just so sweet. She's so supportive, and
You should.
really, it makes my day to see her comments show up on the phone. So
Me too.
Thanks, girl.
And now you can leave, if you guys didn't know, you can leave comments on Spotify now. So if you're listening on Spotify or YouTube, I don't know if you can leave comments on Apple Music. I don't think so. But you can leave us a review.
Woo! Give us a review.
So we have been running. I have run a little bit this week, and it's honestly been really nice. There's some nice like trails around here. Yeah. So I've been enjoying.
The weather's been so good. Really just the perfect motivation to get out there.
Yeah, it's gonna get cold next week, so hopefully I have to get brave and go to the gym. I've never been to the gym ever.
You need to go. It's not that bad because just think, everyone there is thinking about themselves.
So true.
No one is thinking about anyone else because everyone's worried about how they look.
Yep.
And then you can do what you want. Although sometimes I would go to the gym and like get very anxious and just leave.
Yeah.
But at least I could say, I went to the gym today.
But like my thing is like I would be terrified to use weights or any of the like major equipment, but I would just be using like the treadmill. So
yeah, we're at Tech, we have like, it's called the Quiet Room, and it's super small and it has just a few things. I never went on the main gym floor unless I was going to find Colin and tell him I was ready to go.
By the way,
always was in that room.
Speaking of Cookeville, I am making my first trip to Cookeville.
I'm so excited for you. I think it's going to be really good for you. You all need to just hit up like the downtown, and
we're going to House of Thai.
Oh gosh.
I was like, well, why don't we go to somewhere like nice and have dinner? I'm literally only going for Sunday. Literally only like a day trip. And I was like, why don't we go somewhere nice and kind of like celebrate Valentine's Day? And he was like, well, House of Thai is like my place. And I was like, oh, got it.
It is really cool. Colin took me, and they have like little robots that bring you your food.
And apparently that's what is it called? Like legitimately from Thailand. What is it called? Authentic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what Trey, their roommate, said, apparently.
They keep that place running.
Yeah, they're obsessed. They go all the time.
It was good. I went, so.
It was good.
I'm glad they have a passion. To each their own.
Literally, their passion is House of Thai.
Yeah. But whatever. We'll roll with it.
So, one more life update from me. I've just been in my like professional LinkedIn era.
I hate LinkedIn.
I've been in my networking era. That's so legit to if you hate LinkedIn, I completely support you. It shouldn't exist. But
it's so stupid.
I've decided if you can't beat them, join them, and I'm a LinkedIn
Oh,
warrior
yeah,
now.
I'm on LinkedIn too, but, like, it's like Facebook? Question mark?
But so much more, like, I do like LinkedIn. I think it's good. It's a good, like, job board. It's good for networking. It's good for, like, making
Yeah,
connections with people who you can clearly see who, like, went to your school that maybe will actually respond to you if you email them, and
yeah,
things like that for my personal career. But it's also extremely overwhelming, and also it just seems so
yes.
inauthentic a lot of times, you know?
Yes, and they email me way too much. Way too
Like,
much.
hold back on the emails, LinkedIn.
Yeah. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's
Yeah,
'cause it could be a really good website. They've just added so much garb,
I agree with that.
like all the news posts. Like, you shouldn't be able to post anything
Okay, and
personally. It's not Facebook. Like, follow me on
there
Facebook if you wanna see that.
yeah, there are LinkedIn influencers,
Now that's stupid.
and, like, there are shorts and, like, short videos, like, reels or whatever on
No.
LinkedIn, which is insane.
I kinda wish it was, like, horrifically boring to get on because it was just strictly connections, no news, no garb of that, no reels. You
I
just
mean,
put yourself there, and then if you can connect with what you want, but I hate getting on there, so I don't.
yeah, so legit.
Anyways,
And also in, like, mine and my friend's situation right now, it's also kind of, like, scary if you don't have a job yet, because you, like, will get on LinkedIn, it's like, "Oh, all these people already have jobs," like, they're announcing their
yeah,
summer jobs or whatever, and it can be very,
I could see that.
discouraging. Yeah,
Yeah, I could really see that because, like, that's the number one thing people look at is, like, where they're employed and stuff like that,
yeah,
so I could see that how comparison would be the thief of your joy on LinkedIn.
yeah, but I think it's nice to see, like, where all my people in my class are going. Like, I
Sure.
mean, everybody gets a job and,
Yeah,
might as well
you'll
be
be fine.
happy for everyone, which I am.
Of course, of course.
But I've also briefly been thinking about how it would be kind of fun to, like, be a career coach, be like a
Yeah.
you
I
know?
feel like that should be a whole different website, though.
Yeah,
There's so much that could go into, like, resume building and
yeah,
career strategizing that just doesn't need to be on LinkedIn. Although
yeah.
that's
Well,
kind of why you have LinkedIn.
but a lot of it isn't, like, a lot of career stuff, especially in the legal field and, like, in some, like, particular fields, there like, nobody knows anything about it because nobody talks about it. Everybody gatekeeps, literally gatekeeps, you know?
Well, why don't
What
you
I'm
be
saying?
the waymaker?
I'm trying. I'm trying to make my experience and, like, my friends and stuff be, like, transparent with one another, abundance mentality, everybody gets a job, no reason to be freaked the heck out about this, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
yes, it is important, like, it's gonna, you know, say how much money we make and, like, what kind of law we're practicing and whatever, but, we're making friends, and it's just 1L, like, it's all good.
Yeah. Way to go.
Thank you.
You are the change you hope to see in the world.
I'm trying, I really am.
Well,
Anyway,
nice. Do you have any other
no, but we have some pop culture things to discuss.
pop culture? Pop, 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 pop.
Corner. There's so many corners and aspects and facets of this podcast.
We are like a hexagon, an octagon with all these corners. So the Grammys happened this past weekend,
They did.
and honestly, I think that it went pretty well.
Me too.
There was some questionable wins and some questionable losses. Our girl Miss Swift was up for 6 nominations and won none of them,
Yeah. What do you
which
think about
is
that?
it's a bit shocking,
Mhm.
but like people get tired of her winning everything.
Do you think she deserved it with TTPD?
I think that it was a very vulnerable album for her, so I would have liked for her to come away with at least one Grammy,
Mhm.
but she's got so many.
She does have many,
But I
many.
think that the Tortured Poets Department was really vulnerable for her.
I completely agree.
So I
Yeah.
feel like that would be what hurt the most is that something that it's not like, reputation or something that's more like got a bad girl vibe to it. This was like her life going through the end of her
Yeah.
7-year relationship. So, I would have loved to see her come away with a Grammy, but I completely understand. One person I am thankful won a Grammy, too, if may I add, is Miss Sabrina Carpenter. Walked
Yeah.
away with 2 Grammys and a performance, which slayed.
Her performance was so good, and if she didn't win a Grammy, like, it would have been
Right.
redonkulous because it was literally, as we have said before, it was the year of Sabrina. Espresso was literally everywhere. Please, 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 literally everywhere. Like,
Her
she had
tour
to,
was like,
yes.
she just, and I was telling the girls at work last night, her stage presence is just unlike any other.
No, she's dazzling. Like, I can't
Yeah,
take my eyes off of Sabrina Carpenter
right,
ever. I
right.
am obsessed with her. She is the cutest.
Polly Pocket,
She's perfect.
Queen. Did
Like,
you
on
see? Sorry.
what? Go
Did you
ahead.
see she has a collab with Dolly coming out?
Yes, I did see that. Is
Yeah, I'm
it's
pumped.
Please, Please, Please featuring Dolly?
Yeah.
And then
Like,
also
that's gonna
2 more
be
songs?
perfect. Yeah, I'm so
And
excited.
she kinda has, like, a Dolly Parton twang somehow,
Yeah.
you know?
She's almost like looking at a young Dolly Parton.
Kind of. Yeah,
Love her. Anyways, we're proud of Sabrina and all
we
her
are.
accomplishments. Questionable move at the Grammys. Did you see Kanye West and his wife?
Oh, I had forgotten about that. Yeah.
Who was naked?
Yeah, she was wearing a completely sheer dress, and she was like, did you see the videos of her, like, pulling it down as if it was covering anything?
Yeah, like, honey, there's nothing to cover. It's see-through.
I know.
Like, completely. How's that legal? I heard they also got kicked out. They
You
weren't
know,
invited to the Grammys and then they got kicked out.
I heard that they got kicked out, but then I also saw that that was fake and that they didn't get kicked out. So, unsure.
Honestly, I have no idea. She feels like it just feels like she is literally a mom in his game.
Yeah. Yeah, she's, like, human trafficked. Like, she is an
I can't
indentured
wait for her
servant.
tell-all.
I know, and it's just really sad. But then
It's so sad.
I also, like, obviously Kanye is the most problematic person in the entire world, but, like, I kind of feel bad because he's clearly mentally ill. Like, there's clearly
Yeah,
something that is not clicking, you know?
yeah. And I just feel like she's a little Kim clone
Yeah, like, he
who can't
really
live like
wants her.
her life because she's in the shadow and like a fill-in for something that
Also,
used to be.
after this, I saw a video of them at Disney World and, like, the Star Wars land, and she was barefoot.
She's never wearing clothes.
No, and Kanye is always wanting to be, like, this high fashion, like, he knows fashion, he's trying to, like, do the next big thing or whatever. That's what he was always doing with Kim. You could see that on, like, the TV show a little bit. And he's, like he's just weird. Like, he's a weirdo.
He's very weird. Anyways,
So moving on to, do you think that Billie Eilish should have gotten a Grammy this year?
yes.
I agree.
Birds of a
Because
Feather was like a monumental song,
yeah.
and she almost deserved it. Did she win a Grammy last year for anything in the Barbie movie? What Was I Made For?
Yes, I
She
think.
did?
I'm
Okay, I was
pretty
gonna
sure
say, if
she
she
won
didn't
one
win
for
for
What Was I
that
Made
or
For.
this, something's wrong.
She won something. I don't know if it was a Grammy, but she won something for What Was I Made For?
Okay.
Or What I
But
Was Made
Birds of a Feather,
It's my personal song of the year and record of the year. I'm
yeah,
obsessed with that song.
I agree. When I look back on the year, I think that would be the song that I gave.
Yeah. It will be played at my wedding. It is
Mhm.
so good. So
When we
good.
dance, when we
And it's
share
also
dance.
kind of like mine and your song, you know?
Yeah. Is it? Are we getting married at your wedding?
Well, we're birds of a feather and we should stick together. Wouldn't you
Okay.
say?
Yeah.
Not the consideration.
No, I'm just trying not to show how much excitement. I'm trying to contain myself right now.
Also, the song I sent you today, Beyonce, we have to talk about the Beyonce of it all too.
Mhm.
But Shotgun Ride or Two Most Wanted. I'll be your shotgun rider.
Well, now I don't have to listen to it.
Yeah, I'll sing the whole thing if you want.
So, do you like it?
It's Miley and Beyonce, and it
I saw
is
that.
so good. It'll probably also be played at my wedding, and it's honestly, probably more so like me and you. Cooper Bolton said one time that it reminds him of like all of our high school friends, and I totally
Aw,
agree. You need to listen
I'll
to
have
it.
to listen
Listen
to
to
it.
it.
No, I haven't, but she swept the Grammy floor with Country Album of the Year for Cowboy Carter. Is
And
that what
album of the year. Yeah,
is that
Cowboy
what
Carter. Mhm.
So, there's that.
I have to say, I haven't listened to like I need to listen to Cowboy Carter all the way through. Maybe I'll do that on a run soon. But I think that everybody's kind of mad that it won because they think Billy should have won or whatever.
Mhm.
But I think that it's probably the best album of the year thematically, like
Yeah.
as a whole body of work.
I've only listened
Because
to Texas Hold'em, I'm gonna be honest.
yeah, and I think it's kind of like the Taylor Swift thing. Like that's everyone's saying that's the worst song on the album. So
Yeah.
it's not bad. I like Texas Hold'em.
Yeah, I think it's ran its course.
Yeah,
So,
Levi's Jeans is so good. Um, American Requiem or whatever. I've heard that it's good. I haven't listened to that all the way through. But there are a lot of good ones.
and I think
And
that it was so monumental because, like, this was Beyonce's debut to country, so that made it even more iconic.
she
So
had never won Album of the Year.
really?
Yeah, and last year Jay-Z like went on this big rant about how Beyonce had like she'd won the most Grammys ever, but she'd never had Album of the Year. And then this year she won
Must
Album
be
of the Year.
rough. Must be rough.
I know.
Literally can't have it all, but now she does. So
Yeah, she literally does.
well,
Did you
you
see the
can't have it all.
video? Did you see the video when she won Country Album of the Year and her daughter was like, "Stand up!" Like she was
She's
so
like, "That's
shocked.
you."
It
Yeah.
was really funny. That video is funny.
You could tell she was genuinely surprised, which is
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Any other
A lot of
Grammy?
people are super mad that she won Country Album of the Year. But as me and Mallie were saying earlier, I didn't listen to any of the rest, so I don't have a stake in this
I
matter.
don't even know who was nominated.
It was like Lainey Wilson, Chris Stapleton.
I love Chris Stapleton though.
I'm sure
No
that's a
one
wonderful
does
album.
country quite like him.
Oh, Post Malone was nominated.
Oh,
So there were a lot of like non-country
yeah. This was
people.
the year for country debuts.
Yeah, apparently. Can I just say really quickly, sometimes I want to chop my hair, but I know that I'm not going to until after I graduate. But this hairstyle right now would be so much cuter if I had a bob, like a shoulder length.
Yeah.
Because like that is terrifying. Terrifying. Maybe if it was
cute.
I feel like if it was curled it would be cute. But straight. Scary.
You look good.
Thank you.
Own it.
Anything else? Oh. Anything else about the Grammys?
No.
Matt James and Rachel Kirkconnel. So
Did
we
you
mentioned
listen to
this.
the whole-
Yes. Did you?
Yeah.
So we talked about this last week. So if you need a refresher, either Google it or listen to last week's episode if you haven't. But Matt James and Rachel Kirkconnell, bachelor couple, broke up. She went on Call Her Daddy and spilled the tea completely, like pretty much everything.
Yeah.
And what was your take on it?
He's a psycho.
Yeah.
He literally is a narcissist and like led her on for so long.
Yeah.
I need to say this.
Okay.
The way she handled herself and articulated all of her thoughts, being 1 week post breakup,
Yeah.
deserves an award because she never spoke down about him one single time and made that very clear. If anything, she was like helping the people. Sorry, yeah, my dog's barking.
It's okay. We love
Helping the people view him in a better light than he probably deserved.
Yeah. She was definitely giving him like a little bit too much grace, but it's new, so that's
But
expected.
even still, like being that fresh and that bad of a breakup, that's hard to do. So kudos to Miss Rachel because it takes a strong woman.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna say a little bit about exactly what happened on the breakup so you guys will understand. If you don't know. So they were in Tokyo. They break up like right before she has to go back to like the States before he does. So they break up literally right before she has to go to the airport. And something's wrong with her phone. Like she downloaded a VPN one time and like now she can't get on the plane Wi-Fi. So all the way from Tokyo to America, she cannot have any phone service at all. Like, she's completely, like, off the grid. And right before she takes off, her friend texts her and says, like, what the heck? Like, I just saw Matt's post, whatever. He had posted on Instagram that these are celebrities, had posted on Instagram that they had broken up right before she has to go on, like, an 11-hour flight back home.
And she hadn't told anyone.
Yeah, so all
Her
of her
family,
friends
her
and
friends.
family. Yeah. Which,
That's crazy.
that is absolutely the worst part of it to me.
And the way she was talking about, like, things that happened in their relationship, that she would spend, like, hours stressing about where they ate because he
Because he's
posts
just,
food reviews on Instagram.
yeah.
Someone, I saw this TikTok, it was like Rachel eating her first meal, not having to listen to a
I
whiny
saw that.
baby.
Yes.
But, I mean, and everything she talked about is so relatable, I think, to a lot of people about how he would tell her to start looking for a ring and then would never really act on it and then would say he wanted all these things, but his actions never really added up.
Yeah.
And she just kept kind of waiting around, hoping that it would change and kind of like convincing herself that, oh, well, he mentioned it, so that means it's going to happen. When in the end, he never really saw a future with her, which is heartbreaking. They were together for 4 years.
And it's so weird because he was so publicly, like, would comment on
Yeah.
TikToks and be like, ring coming soon, engagement coming soon. And he would, like,
So
say that in
weird.
interviews. And she said, like, she didn't say this. I feel like it was probably, like, more so in public than it even was to her, which is
Yeah, that's what
weird
I
on
was
its
saying.
own.
Like, overcompensating
Yeah.
online for the faults in, like, their actual relationship.
Yep.
Like, putting on a front so that it gives Rachel, like, this hope, but it also shuts the public up.
Mm-hmm.
So, I feel so bad for her.
I know.
That's just an awful situation, an awful breakup. I hope she finds someone who's gonna, like, be obsessed with her and
Yeah.
really want to marry her.
Who do you think she should get with? Who are our eligible single
You know, I thought about
celebrities?
someone the other day and I forgot.
What about Craig Conover that Paige DeSorbo dated? Remember I talked about that?
Yeah, I don't really know him. I don't know if he's trustworthy.
He's really, really cute. He's a Charleston guy, and she's like an Atlanta girl. Southern
Maybe
stuff.
she needs, like, an athlete.
Maybe she does. He ran marathons, but he gives me the ick.
A real athlete.
And maybe it's just now he gives me the ick. But
No, I think he's kind of always given me the ick.
on The Bachelor, he was so weird. Remember he would kiss with his eyes open?
Yeah.
On television?
Trust a man who does that. I'm sorry.
Literally.
I think she might need an actor or an athlete. Like a football player.
What if
Or
she
maybe
started
she
dating
needs to go-
his... What?
Maybe she needs to go niche and do like a hockey player.
I could see her with a hockey player. I could see that for her.
Yeah. She should do that.
She needs somebody low-key. She's kind of a low-key girl.
Yeah.
And she's an Atlanta person. Are there any, like, Atlanta men? I don't think so, actually. If there are, I don't know them.
Me either. But she'll fit. She's stunning. She'll be just
What about her and Riley Green?
No, Riley's with Megan.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I forgot
Megan
about that.
Maroney. So we think. So we pray.
Are there
And so
any
we
other
hope.
Bachelor men?
Is this a gateway, a segment into our episode?
It is perfectly 30 minutes in. We finally found one.
Yeah, we're finally talking about what we're going to talk about, which is not shocking. So maybe throughout this episode, we will try to find Rachel Kirkconnel.
Yeah, we'll keep that in mind.
A man. Alrighty, are you pulling up our list?
Yes. So I think we're going to start with some real life couples, and we're kind of going to do it a little bit differently than we did last year. I think we're going to do, like, is it a miss or is it a match kind of thing?
Last year we did a lot more fictional, and we covered basically all of our main couples. We have just a few fictional, so it's going to be more heavily IRL this year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because we were trying to think of, like, any good movies came out this year, and good movies came out, but it wasn't, like, questionable coupling, you know?
Yeah, like Wicked, but I mean, either you've seen the
Yeah.
whole play or you haven't. You know what happens or you don't, kind of thing. So
Yeah, and it ends with us, like, she ended up with the right guy.
yeah, the other one was abusive. There was only one
Yeah.
choice. So, and
She got it right.
neither of us have read like any books this year, so we can't really help you there. Hopefully next year.
Yeah. This year
Um,
we'll read. We'll
we've just
touch
been
some
on
grass.
we've just been on TikTok, so we know about celebrities. Okay. So our first one, Sabrina Carpenter and Barry whatever.
They have since broken up,
Yeah, they're not together anymore.
but if you all are familiar with the movie Saltburn, he plays in that. So if you're not sure who her boyfriend was, I think that it's good they broke up. I really wasn't a fan. He kind of gave me the heebie-jeebies,
Yeah.
and I think she needs like a manly man.
I would agree. However, I will say that she's so tiny, little bitty, that if she
Mm-hmm.
had a really tall guy, I've been kind of thinking that that would be weird, that they would look like they're from two different worlds, you know?
No, he doesn't need to be like really big, but he needs to be like a man.
I agree. Yeah. Yeah, Barry was I
She
wasn't
doesn't.
into Barry.
She doesn't need like a skinny boy. You know,
Yeah.
like a Timothy Chalamet. Mm-mm. No,
Yeah,
she
although I
needs a
do love
man.
Timothée Chalamet. Have you seen or are you gonna watch the Bob Dylan movie, A Complete Unknown?
Yeah, I want to.
I want to too. It's on my
Okay,
list.
Tutu.
Oh, we could talk about Daisy Jones and the Six. We'll do that
Yeah.
in our fictional section.
Okay.
Okay, so Selena Gomez and Benny, what's his Blanco?
Blanco.
Yeah.
Something like that. They're now engaged.
Mm-hmm.
And, I really hate to drag on people because I know they're real people. But
Especially Selena right now. She's
I
going through it.
don't like them together. He
Yeah.
weirds me out just a little bit. Apparently, he's like super good to her, which is great.
Yeah.
But like in the theoreticals of who I would imagine her to be with, it's not him.
Yeah.
He needs a haircut. And I've heard
He-
that he like doesn't shower. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's odd.
For
But
sure.
it's like something to do with being natural.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. So I just wish she was with someone who showered, personally.
Well, we know we've established that I'm like sometimes a Selena hater as much as I hate to do it. But, occasionally I am. And I still think that she should do better than Benny, although he does seem to be very good to her. But
Yeah.
something like I struggle with this a lot because a lot of times when like people are like, "Oh, he's so good to her," and then like whether it's like in a TV show or in real life or it's like one of my friends, whatever. Sometimes I think like I can see through this guy. Like he's very clearly a weirdo. Even if he's like being good to her,
But
he's a weirdo, you know?
and like their interactions, they don't seem in love. They seem like infatuated with each other, but it's not like,
Yeah.
I don't know, the vibes
Some
are weird.
Yeah, some of the stuff he says, I don't know. And clearly we do not know these people. Like we know nothing. But um I just feel like he's like putting on a show sometimes to make
Yeah,
it
it
to
seems
make
like
all her
a
fans think he like is obsessed with her.
yeah.
I don't know. I just get a
If
bad
we
vibe.
I know, I do too. I do too. I don't know.
So we've
But
talked about
he got her that marquee diamond,
he did.
and that's what she wanted, and that's what she got. So
She seems happy, so
let's
whatever.
let her be.
So we've talked about Justin and Haley a lot. Do you want to skip that?
Yes, I
Okay.
do. They have a child. Let's let them rest.
Finally. Okay. So Timothy Chalamet and Kylie Jenner.
First off, did you see Timothy Chalamet's SNL skit the other night? Where he
About
was
what?
doing the bungee cord exercises with the girls?
No.
Oh my gosh, guys, we watched this at work again last night. If you all have not watched Timothy Chalamet's most recent, I think it's his most recent SNL skit where they're doing like the bungee cord jumping exercise class and he's leading it. It's so funny. So
Is it like actually funny? SNL's
yes.
being funny?
SNL's like making a comeback.
Yeah.
And personally, I think Timothy Chalamet like might be hilarious.
I think so too. Did you see him with Theo Vaughn?
Yes.
He was so funny.
I think that he like is kind of a really cool guy.
We're just now figuring this
And
out.
maybe Kylie, like, has a really funny personality, she just doesn't show it. I feel like
I
you'd
think
have to
so.
be with a man of that caliber.
Absolutely.
So, did I see them together when they first got together? No. They looked really cute together the other night. It wasn't the Grammys.
Oscars, I think.
Maybe it was the Oscars. They looked really cute together. It's a little bit hard for me to picture them together considering she's been with the complete opposite of
Yeah.
Timothée Chalamet.
For like forever.
But, they seem actually genuinely happy, so.
Mm-hmm.
And
They do.
I'm like a Timothy sympathizer now, so.
Yeah. I love
You have to
Timothy.
watch that SNL skit. It's
I will.
funny.
I love Timothy in Little Women too, so
Yeah.
he's great.
And he was a Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry. I got distracted. Okay. Dua Lipa and Callum. What's his last name? Let's do a quick Google search.
I was about to say, I can't remember.
I don't know anything about them. Turner? Callum Turner?
That's what I thought. Someone who has really, when she first came into the music industry, people were dragging her because of her dancing and
Oh,
stuff.
really?
And she took it to heart and changed her attitude. And that woman is beautiful.
Yeah.
And just like, I don't know. I think she's honestly so stunning, and they're so cute
Oh,
together.
yeah.
There was a video circulating of them like dancing under the Eiffel Tower together the other night. And it was just really sweet. I don't know much about him, but they look really cute together, so it's gonna be a match for me in the
Yeah,
looks department.
this photo that I'm looking at, this like paparazzi photo of them is so adorable. I love them.
Yeah, they just look really like
They're
happy.
a match, if you ask me.
Match.
And also,
So
I love Dua Lipa. She comes out with bangers, and
she does.
I love her Barbie movie song. Okay, next. Alex Earl and Braxton Berrios.
Give your opinion. I'm tired of giving mine.
So I love Alex Earl a lot. I like most things that she does. And I think he is A, really sweet and nice to her and like they're really in love. And B, doesn't give me weird vibes. So I'm good with it. I like it a lot.
I agree. I feel like they're like a genuine couple that they really got to know and like each other before they went public. And I think that they know each other very well. To live the lifestyles that they both live and have a successful, like, secure relationship has to say a lot about the two of you as a couple.
Yeah.
So it's a match for me. I mean,
I agree.
she's beautiful. He plays in the NFL. What's not to love?
Yeah. Some people might think that he's not that cute, though.
Who are you saying that about?
I just heard.
My truth. I don't think he's that cute. No, he's cute. Don't get me wrong, but why am I acting like he's gonna listen to this? I'm
I know.
feeling sad that I just said that.
After our Hawk Tua experience, we do have to be careful.
Yeah. Let me say, he's not necessarily my type.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. And I will say, like, as NFL players go, he does seem a little bit like he has blonde hair, which is like just not the manliest thing. And he's kind of like a little bit smaller. He's not a small guy, but
But he seems like one of the most genuine
Yeah.
NFL players there are. Like,
Yeah.
just
I would agree with that.
genuinely great guy.
Yeah. And Alex Earl is always like going on with stuff, like is
he's just
goofy and stuff.
always there.
Yeah, and he seems to be good with
I
that.
did watch a video of them leaving like some place the other night, and he held her hand and was like scoping out the area, like making sure it was safe for her to walk. I was like, oh my gosh, like
I love it.
And she's just, Alex Earl.
Yeah, of course.
She doesn't have to use her brain when he's
Why
around.
would she be paying attention? Literally.
That's something to look for in a man, is if you have to think or not when you're with them.
Literally. No.
So,
seriously.
I think she did right.
I agree. Okay. Our last, unless we'll probably think of some more, but our last real life couple is the fateful Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater.
Mismatch.
Yeah.
Our munchkin.
Yeah.
The whole thing's messy, and I don't
Yeah,
like messy.
I agree. The
It's
fact that
odd
they
that he left his wife and baby
Yeah.
for her, and the way they've been tweaking out on these Wicked interviews, like, I don't know what happened on that set, but it's a mismatch for me. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I know, and again, like, I'm sure that he's obsessed with Ariana Grande because, of course, he would be obsessed with Ariana Grande, like, obviously. But Ari, like, kind of she kind of like cycles through men, even ones that are really, really good to her. So I'm just not sure what phase we're in right now. I'm gonna love it because I
Yeah.
love Ariana Grande, but
Me too. But she has a very much chameleon-like lifestyle.
yeah,
Whoever she's with, she literally becomes almost.
yeah.
Like, just go back to when she was dating Mac Miller and see the way she dressed.
Pete Davidson, yeah,
Pete Davidson, just she kind of becomes who she's with.
yeah.
But
And
not just a little bit. I mean, she's still Ariana Grande, which is such a slay.
no, she definitely
But
does that.
I don't know. I don't like a man leaving his wife and newborn baby at home for
Absolutely.
mischief.
Yeah, completely
So I
agree.
think that's a bit odd, especially when they were family friends. I think it's a bit odd.
I know. But
Yeah.
both of them maintain that like nothing nefarious happened. But how would nothing
In your
nefarious happen?
mind, something had to happen.
Well, even if it was like right after you got a divorce from your wife who just had a baby, that's still like not the best thing to
No, because that
do.
means the whole time you're hanging out as family friends, she was like kind of into you.
Yeah.
And if you ever do that to me,
There's
the
no
podcast
danger.
will be over.
I promise. There's no danger of that.
Oh, you don't think my man's cute?
No.
Okay.
I feel like there's no
I'm
right
feeling
answer
safe.
right now. But anyway.
I'm just being so silly. I have one more couple though.
Okay, who?
Olivia Rodrigo and Louis.
Oh, obsessed. Love.
Is it Louis or Louis?
I think it's probably Louis because he's like not American because she's
Yeah.
so American. What's his last name?
English. Partridge?
Partridge, I think.
I
Yeah.
think Partridge. They're so cute. That's a genuine couple.
I
Did you
completely
see
agree.
the video? Hey, her at the Grammys? Stunning.
When she came on the screen, I was like, she has never looked better than right now. Like
No.
I don't know what even was like different. She looked so good.
She's
Was
in a healthy
mesmerized.
relationship.
I guess so.
That's what's different. There was a video of them walking and like definitely a lip reader did this, but it looked like she said, "I'm so happy you're with me." And she like looked at him and he hugged her. And they always just seem like it's the two of them and none of the world matters.
Yes. Yeah, yeah. And just the fact that she wrote the song So American about him, I'm obsessed with that song. It's so good. That's like the kind of love that everybody should want to have. And they have it. And I'm so happy for them.
I know. And they're just beautiful individually and then
I
together
know.
they're even more beautiful.
I know. And at the
So,
Grammys, she just seems like so content with everything with him, you
yeah.
know?
No,
I
she
love that
really
for her.
does.
Okay, do we think sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say we needed to say that Sabrina and Olivia did share a hug at the Grammys.
I was gonna say, do you think we'll
And
ever get like a Sabrina Olivia friendship or no?
I think it exists. I don't know if we'll ever get to see the fruits of that.
Maybe
I
like
think
a
something that
collab?
would break the internet would be a collab, but I don't ever see that coming to fruition. Unfortunately not. I think that would be like too people pleasing of them. It wouldn't be
Yeah.
genuine.
It would be like Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez like going out for lunch, you know?
Might be not as dramatic as that. That would be kind of earth shattering.
Because
Time would stand still for a few
Selena
minutes.
and Hailey, the guy that got between them, which not that they were ever friends, but the guy is still in the picture. Like one of them married
Yeah.
him. With
Right.
Hailey or with Sabrina and Olivia, he's long gone.
Yeah.
And they're both like so much more
Pretty sure he
famous.
plays for the other team now. He's that far
I
gone.
think so, yeah.
So, oh well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to mention them. They're so cute.
And we always talk about Taylor Swift and Olivia Rodrigo's beef. And there is a video of Taylor talking to Louis/Lewis. I did not see a video of Taylor talking to Olivia, but there is a video of Taylor like standing up and clapping and dancing, and like Olivia just like staring at her.
Yeah. I would pay good money to know what happened.
I know. Me too.
But I just like my heart aches for Olivia because I know how much she loves Taylor, and honestly, if anyone deserved to be like an opener on the Eras tour or have a song collab like Gracie Abrams does, I feel like it would be Olivia.
Yeah.
But I don't.
And
I haven't
remember,
seen
like right
anything.
after Driver's License came out, they talked a lot, and like Olivia even teased like a song on Red. Was it Red re-release? Fearless, maybe
I can't
even.
remember. But like Taylor would send her flowers
Yeah,
and tell her how proud of her she was, and now it's just like cold turkey nothing.
I know. And there was the thing. There was like she sued her for
Taylor sued Olivia.
for one of the songs. New Year's Day. It was New Year's Day / One Step Forward, Three Steps Back. It was like the
So did
same.
she actually sue her?
People always say that. I don't know. I should look. I should see if that's legitimate.
Because I thought Olivia got the permissions from the artist because it
I
was
thought
like
so
an
too. Because
inspiration.
it was a sample. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how that works, but I would love to.
That's another deep dive
If
for
any
another.
entertainment lawyers are listening to this and you want to hire me, I'd be happy to.
Please, this is her
Couldn't turn it down.
passion. We only have a few like fiction couples, and I'm just gonna have to speak my truth real quick about the one that's burning heavily in my heart. So my TikTok was infiltrated with normal people edits, and I
Yeah.
was like, okay, there's the whole Paul Mescal, Daisy Edgar Jones lore of it all in real life about how like he's obsessed with her. He always talks about her in interviews. He was engaged. There's the iconic picture of him with Phoebe Bridgers, and he's staring at Daisy Edgar Jones. So, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch this. It's a love story of two people who might possibly be in love in real life. First of all, I thought it was a movie. It's a show. So I spent literally like 3 days watching this because I could not look away. Let me say it is a love story, but it's like earth-shattering. First of all, there was so much mature audience content. Let me put that out there first. I do not recommend this show unless you want to be depressed for 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, I was going to watch it and Molly was like, no, literally don't.
And I've never been this passionate about like not watching a show. But like people say they rewatch it and I'm like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Like you need to go outside or go to therapy. Don't do that if you need to feel something.
People
It's
are so
crazy.
obsessed with it.
I know. And then it just touches like on really heavy subjects like abuse and suicide and stuff like that. So it's very dark and gloomy. And then you go through all this emotional turmoil. And then the ending is awful. And you just want to scream. So it is a mismatch for me because they got it all like I should have wrote the show because it would be so different. And I think that I just wanted it to be like this perfect love story because I want them to be together in real life. But I am like not a normal people just because it like broke my heart. I was so sad for like I would sit there and be like, no, I need to like get out of the house. Something's going on. So, I mean, maybe if you're like in an emotional dry spell and need to feel something, maybe you can watch it, but like be careful.
People say that's how Euphoria is too. Like it's depressing, you know?
Really? I've never watched it.
Yeah, the one with like Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney and all them.
Jacob Elordi.
Yes, yeah.
Which stacked cast.
I know, that's what I started to say. It would be so good. That was like Sydney Sweeney's big original thing, I think.
Debut.
But yeah, I know that like it would be good TV and like I would enjoy it while I was watching it, but I just can't deal with the effects of it. Sorry.
And I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
I was literally expecting a love story.
Yeah. And I see the only TikToks I see about it, I saw one like today and someone was like someone was saying all I ever see about normal people is that like Paul Mescal's character just torments Daisy Edgar Jones' character the entire time. And I thought,
I don't want to ruin it for anyone who might watch it, but
yeah. But
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah. But anyways, that's my
So
little rant, and I'm trying to forget I ever saw it.
I love it. I'm sorry that you had that experience with
That's
that show.
okay. I did it to myself.
Okay, so we have talked a little bit about The Summer I Turned Pretty on this show. We've read the book. We're not gonna give any spoilers for the third season, even though like I think a lot of people jumped off the train because it's really hard to watch. But
Yeah.
we recommend reading the books if you're into it. But who do you think that Belly should be with, Jeremiah or Conrad?
Conrad, all
Yeah,
the way.
all the way.
There's just so much chemistry, so much build up,
Yeah,
and for some reason she keeps going back to him and wanting him. Wonder why.
for some reason. Yeah,
For some crazy reason. I'm so excited for the third and final season to come out. I hope they didn't stray too far from the book, but they already are.
yeah.
Tremendously
I
amount.
think I'm gonna try to watch it. Like I watched very little of the second season because it was
Same.
impossible to watch because it's just so cringe worthy the entire time. But I'm gonna try for the third season because it's a completely different setting. Like
Yeah.
they're in college,
Maybe they looked at the feedback they were getting
maybe.
and
But
workshop their production.
yeah, but it also is really sad in the
It
third
is.
season.
It's very sad. A lot
So
happens. So yeah. But I'm Team Conrad, are you?
absolutely, of course.
For sure. For sure.
What other show did I say?
I don't know.
I think we talked about this in the episode a year ago. If you want more of this type of content, last year's episode was one of my favorite episodes we've ever done.
Me
So
too.
you should definitely go listen to it for a little bit more Valentine's Day vibes. But I think we talked about this last year. Heart of Dixie.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you I can't remember. Wait, Zoe ends up with. It's super old. I feel like
Wade?
we can spoil it. Yeah, Wade.
Yeah, and I think that was perfect.
I think so too, but originally I really wanted her to be with George Tucker.
Yeah, but nah.
But the person that George Tucker ended up with is so perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
Annabeth Nance.
And then also the third or fourth season of Sweet Magnolias came out today. So the day that we're recording. So I'm really excited because I think that it's finally going to reveal some of the love between Annie and Jackson. And I'm really excited about that.
That is exciting. I need to watch. I don't think I finished the last season, but
Another show recommendation, The Night Agent. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I started watching that and it was giving me anxiety. I had to turn it off.
I watched it when it first came out, the first season, and now the second season's out. And it's really good. Yeah, The Night Agent. So
it was really good. I just get scared.
You gotta take it in bits.
Yeah. It is
sure.
a lot. It's not like heavy though, it's like action packed.
Yeah. You get tired physically.
The first episode though, the end of the first episode freaked me out.
It is a bit eerie.
Yeah.
Eerie.
It's like government.
Yeah.
Like
designated survivor vibes.
Yeah. Why can I not think of the word I'm looking for? Conspiracy.
Yeah.
In the government stuff. But it's really good. Also, I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Perfect Couple. So good. You really need to watch it, Mallie. It is.
Wait.
So.
I have.
You watched The Perfect Couple?
Isn't that? Yeah.
With Nicole Kidman?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Did you love it?
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's different.
It's quick. Yeah, it's like 6 episodes or something.
No, I like
It's
that.
really good. It's like a murder, but like it's not scary.
Yeah.
And it's really
like Glass Onion kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It is beautiful. It's in like Nantucket or whatever, somewhere in the Hamptons or something. And it's like rich people, which is always fun because they wear cool clothes and stuff. Highly recommend.
Yeah. So those are a few show recs.
Yeah.
Busy this February.
Anything else? I feel like there are so many more. Most of our fiction takes are in the original episode, so
Yeah.
go listen to that. It's in February of last year. It's called Sometimes Cupid Misses ... Look it
Of
up.
course. And good thing is we might make this just an every year episode, and
Yeah.
we can go on forever and ever. But we hope that you all enjoyed hearing our opinions and intakes, as we always give. But if you all like this episode and this kind of vibe for us to keep up each Valentine's Day, just let us know. Of course.
Let us know.
We hope that you have a Valentine this year, and if your man hasn't asked you yet, you better get on it.
Yeah.
Send us his number. We'll send him threats.
But if you don't have a man, then plan a Valentine's Day party and say that only single people can go.
Yeah, I heard really iconic people do that.
Yeah, I heard that too. Actually, my friends here are doing that.
Oh, are you not invited?
Well, I think if my man isn't here, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't let a man define you.
I'm basically single when I'm here. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
All right, guys, we hope you have a great week. Get into the lovey-dovey mood. Tell everyone that you appreciate and love them, and give someone a Valentine like you used to in middle school.
Wait a second. Did I say last episode the disclaimer that we needed to make about getting back together with your exes?
That you can only get back together if you've broken up one time?
Well, yes, but like the thing that my cousin said?
I can't remember.
I can't remember either, so I'll say it really quickly right here. I had a listener confront me that maybe Mally and I had made it seem okay and even, dare we say, endorsed the idea of getting back together with your ex-boyfriends because both of us are in relationships where we have broken up with our significant other and then gotten back together. I just want to make it completely clear, crystal clear that we absolutely do not endorse it. In fact, if you have broken up with a boyfriend and are thinking about getting back together with one, literally, no, this is my advice, and I'm serious about this to anyone younger than me listening to this. If you have broken up with a man and he's trying to weasel his way back into your life, do not get back together with him until you have gone on 2 dates and kissed at least one other person.
And it's been at a minimum 4 months.
Yeah. And you don't actually talk to him all the time. Now, I was certainly guilty of that, but
I was about to say. But these are the new rules.
You need to actually break up, okay? And then chances are you're going to find out that this man is weird, okay? Because most of them are.
Yeah. Yeah. So these are the new rules for dating. Obey them or else.
And mine and Mally's rule, I feel like, was always you get one breakup. You do not get to do back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. You get one breakup. If you get back together and break up again, you never talk to them again. That's how it works.
That is how it works.
We don't do on and off.
No. That's not a good sign.
That's not your husband, okay? And maybe you're not looking for your husband yet, but that's not even like a fun time. You're not having fun.
Next week, we'll be giving dating rules.
I think we should. That would be fun. Not that we've dated. We've dated like collectively 3 people, maybe.
It's okay. We've been successful.
You're right.
When you know what you're looking for, you don't have to play the field that long.
So true.
All right, guys, stay tuned for all the rules next week.
I think it would be fun
with a book.
Once we both get like engaged, we should have the guys on and do a dating like advice episode. That would be really funny.
Yeah, that would be funny. All right, guys, class will meet next Friday. Okay, prepare to learn.
The bell will be ringing.
Yeah,
and if you're not,
will be sad.
If you're not early, you're late.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you have a man, detention.
Yep.
Okay. All right, guys, we'll see you then. Get excited. Happy Valentine's Eve. Love you. See you. Bye.
Bye.